We're moving on to the next PSYOP. We love a PSYOP around here. There's nothing better than finding a PSYOP, calling out a PSYOP, as we all know. If you're watching here, if you're tuned in, if you're on the same frequency as Fisher and I, you've been seeing PSYOPs come in. It can be frustrating, but we know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's that simple. But I fell for a PSYOP. I don't know how to tell you this, but I did fall for a PSYOP. Unfortunately, guys, I don't know if anyone else saw this. There's a story going around recently that Saudi Arabia was going to end the petrodollar, stop using the petrodollar, that agreement wasn't going to be extended. I don't remember where I saw this from because, after all, I am a Zoomer and I just get shit wherever online.
Going by the name of this website, it's got to be a fact.
It possibly came to me in a dream. Well, I'm using PolitiFact strategically, I think. So there's a story going around. I saw it, accepted it as true, of course, that the Saudi Arabia had ended the petrodollar. And now it's coming out that this is bullshit. I literally found this out like 3 hours ago when I was doing research for the show because I wanted to talk about the fact that Saudi Arabia had ended the petrodollar, but apparently not. We're looking at PolitiFact. The U.S. dollar will continue to be used for oil sales, contrary to false online claims. And I love misinformation. I am a spreader, proprietor, consumer, connoisseur, you may say, of misinformation. But this was a weird one. So I just found this out. It's very strange. My gut instinct, one way or another, does not make sense. What do you think about this?
Well, you see, the thing is, it's all a bunch of crap. You know what I mean?
No.
Bunch of crap.
In what way? What is crap?
The idea of the petrodollar, that like Saudi Arabia SA sexual assault controls are like oil. I don't believe it.
But
I just don't believe it.
what do you not believe about it? Do you understand? You know what the petrodollar is? I know.
Yeah, it's the fiat currency is backed by drums of oil and so on. It's a loop, and
yeah,
I just don't care. I don't buy it. I mean, as far as I know, the gas station.
What do you not buy though?
Price.
We're talking about that this was a story that came out that they were stopping it, and then it turned out to be fake. Do you not care that they would stop it or that they didn't, or do you not care about the fake news part about it? Expand.
I don't buy gas. I walk everywhere. I don't buy gas.
That's not true.
I don't buy it, bro.
You don't understand. That's not true. No. First of all, I know you buy gas. How do you think shit gets to you, bro?
How do I think shit gets to me?
Yeah. Or anywhere. Or how do you think shit gets to where you would get it from?
It's probably something similar to like restaurant magic. Just like 1 minute it's not there and the next it is.
But seriously, how can you not care about this?
Oh, I mean, it's not that I don't care. I mean, obviously the article's fake, so I mean, I don't know how much really there is to talk about.
Well, no.
The idea of the petrodollar.
I don't know that it's fake because we're looking at PolitiFact right here.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're sneaky bastards.
And I don't think I got this information, this belief that the petrodollar, was like ended. I don't remember where I got it from, but I trusted it, and I'm not a fucking idiot, guys. I'm not. So something about this is screaming, rewriting what happened, that the deal fell through, some kind of negotiation fell through, and then the U.S. had to do some bullshit to like fucking bend the knee to Saudi Arabia in some way. The deal went through and they kind of had to cover it up because it was a blemish. I don't know. Something about this just does not sit right. It does not make sense. I remember this being, from what I remember, reported by reputable sources. Um, just very strange 1984 type of shit. Possibly, maybe it is just bullshit, but I don't know. That's kind of where I was going with this story.
It does kind of like stink of CIA nudging. You know,
Absolutely,
they
right?
they make a groundbreaking claim that could really shake up the way global trade
Right?
works,
That's a great point.
and then all, and then yeah, now the official narrative is that it was a hoax,
That's
an
yes,
official hoax.
right? So what happens if a story leaks that, and you like, people need to understand, for all the viewers out there, who don't know, uh, the petrodollar, I think it would be one of the biggest changes to the economy that could really fuck things up. The petrodollar is a huge pillar of our economy. Basically, as Fisher was explaining, how the U.S. dollar is backed up. It's not the silver standard. It's not the gold standard. It's the Saudi Arabian oil standard, in some way, you could say. Um, but I don't know. This just really stinks, and I love your point that, yeah, what can you do if you tank this? Make people believe that the entire economy, the U.S. dollar, could really sink, and it's not just gas prices. The entire U.S. dollar would sink, quite a bit from this, I believe. Yeah, you make people believe
I
that,
mean,
report it from a couple of sources. 2 days later, you come out, oh no, 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 that's not true. That's fake news. That's fake news. Interesting point. I like that. I'll have to think about that more.
I mean, I've definitely noticed the gas prices keep fluctuating like crazy. They'll drop by like
Yeah,
they'll go up or go down by 20 cents plus like almost every other day. So there's something going on with these oil men, these oily men in robes
for
fucking
sure.
around with our oil. Should be
Yeah,
our oil.
it's just an interesting story. And I brought it up. It caught my attention for sure because, for one, I fell for it. I was under the assumption, oh, we might be like seriously fucked in our economy because of this deal falling through. But I fell for it because I've been seeing increasingly, I'm sure you have as well, Fisher and the viewer, they're rewriting history in front of our eyes in many ways, in many aspects. Very frightening, very alarming, concerning trend to see when I mostly see it coming from universities, academia, definitely, because they write the textbooks, they write the definitions of a lot of things. But the rewriting of history is very scary. But most of the time, it's done very long into the future. It's about things that happened long ago. But this is an example of where I think it seems at least somewhat plausible that this was kind of a rewritten story within a couple of days, and I don't know that I've ever seen them act so fast on rewriting it and changing a headline or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm a dipshit and I just fell for a fake story. Completely possible. But
Wait,
with,
this
with
might derail the thing a little bit, but if you check that link I put in the general there, there's this website, the Global Consciousness Project dot,
interesting.
and it's like a gauge of variance on what's being searched, like at the moment within a 24-hour window there. So like when an event happens, like that article, like the thing. I remember you talked to me about it a couple days ago, but this would be a good way to like track um, these sort of events in real time. Like you can see slightly increased variance. So like the index is between 10 and like
You
40%.
said this
So
is how much people are searching for something?
it's the variance of what people are searching. So the
Okay.
red means like no one's paying attention to the same thing at one point. But if it's blue, that means like most people are hyper focused and searching and looking up the same thing. And right now it's yellow, and you can see it's kind of fluctuated. So nothing really dramatic happened.
Oh,
Yet.
I understand. Okay, I see what I'm looking
Yes.
at. So this
Yeah.
is okay. So this the red. Okay, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, to
So this is a
explain
good
this
way to
here.
keep keep on top of events like this as they happen.
Wow. Oh, very interesting. I like this. So yeah, these peaks up here that in red are the where there's convergence in search, reflecting a global phenomena, and then in down in blue at the bottom is where things are seemingly random. Everyone's just doing their own
No,
thing.
you
Yeah.
have it backwards, other way around.
The blue is
The
low. The blue is low where everyone's just doing
low
their own.
variance,
Blue is
low
variance.
variance. Blue is low variance. So when it's blue, that means people
Everyone's
are
doing the same
looking
thing.
up the same thing.
Ah, okay. I got it backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
24 hours
But
ago. Wow,
so
okay.
I'm sure when that oil thing came out, I'm sure it was probably a green or a red, yellow
It's
there.
very interesting.
And then yeah, when it got instantly covered up, became an official hoax. That's a funny phenomenon, an official hoax.
Right. Right. Yeah,
Um,
right. Well,
but
yeah,
no,
that's
I
cool.
don't think I don't. There's too many big players, and you talk about the elite and the power elite and their deals they make.
Yeah.
I don't think they're very willing to fuck everything up. Uh,
There's so much on the
for
line
whatever
with this
reason.
petrodollar.
Yeah,
So much on the
they
line.
have more. They have more at stake than us, so I don't think something like
Well,
that's gonna
and
happen.
that's definitely why it catches the attention and you have to think that there's something fishy going on there because you can understand like this misinformation or something gets misreported or someone's just wrong about something. You understand that about certain things like a war where they're developing conflicts, shit's going on, you don't know, hard to report, chaos, understood. Like even with COVID, with the pandemic, um, you kind of understand how people are moving fast and trying to call shots, and there is, but like it doesn't make sense how this misreporting happened on the petrodollar, something so important, so influential. Just it raises red flags. Too much
Just
on the line.
imagine like the young reporter. She finally took off her hijab and she just wrote a fake article. Look at me, that sort of thing. Could just be that. Yeah, you got all these like social media
Yeah,
and reporter type people like Zoomer, like our age, like they could just be coming up with bullshit.
there are a lot of
Fuck it.
psyops out there, man. There in yeah. At this point, it's almost getting hard to not fall for a psyop. You do you remember that Miami alien thing?
Yeah, yeah, that
There was some
AI video.
yeah, there's some fucking Zoomer YouTuber who came out with a video explaining how he was the dude who like behind it all and explaining how he
Mm,
did it in like a cringe little presentation. But I remember
W.
I remember a lot of people fell for that and was like, "Holy fuck, dude. They're
That's
here.
psychotic.
They're
Like
here at the they're here at the Miami Mall." Of all places.
that's. I feel like that's a trope with Zoomers. It's like they're so giddy for clout.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I created this phenomenon. Like you could just kept the bit going. You could have like made another alien incident. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
cashing
like he
in.
was
Yes.
he
That's
was
a good
so
point.
eager to cash in on his bit.
Yes.
He couldn't hold
Zoomers
it.
just want to fucking cash in. And I get it. I damn near have that same mentality when I think about things. If I can cash in, coast it out the rest of the way, hell yeah, I'm doing that. But yes, that's very true. You see it with so many things, so many different celebrities. You achieve some level of fame in one realm, and then it just has to be catapulted into all this, or just trying to cash in every time. Very true. I wonder what the world would have looked like if he kept the bit going.
It was almost like the monoliths thing. I mean, that was obviously fake.
Well, oh yes,
A couple years ago, the these photoshopped images of monoliths appearing everywhere.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Kind of like a 2001 Space Odyssey kind of a reference going
Yeah,
on there.
just totally jacking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Well, at the end of the day, uh, don't know what to believe when it comes to this petrodollar thing, but it's a good you know warning sign almost in a way. Not warnings. Yeah, I guess a warning sign that this could happen, even if it's just a false flag, if it's all bullshit, whatever. To understand that one day you could just look at your phone and see a story that says Saudi Arabia has ended the U.S. petrodollar agreement, and how much that really could change your life. I know, Fisher, you're very much think nothing can affect you, nothing can touch you, but I think something like
Yeah.
this economically would really, fuck up a lot of things across the board. But
So true.
yeah, it's a good message. We gotta try to get to the point all that we are untouchable and that nothing can touch us, because although things are looking up, we are winning right now. Things still can get worse. Things still can change, and you need to become untouchable. You need to become independent so that these stupid global changes that happen in politics won't make you stand in a breadline. We're going to take a break, play some music, jam out, chill out a little bit. We're still going. We got a couple more segments for you. Next song up here is Mess on a Mission by Liars.